back. Okay, we are live today, and um, as you can see, it's a little delayed, and I'm going to have to trim that off when I'm done. Um, but we wanted to continue on as to what I was saying about how to get more targeted customers for your business. Um, as you can see, I created the website, and we've been talking about this. It's now Face Painting by Jeremy. Face Painting Orlando, Florida. This is your keyword, your major one that you're going to be using. But down here, we also had locations. We had all the different cities in and around Orlando. So if we were to click on this, um, it would bring up all these different ones. And as you can see, I'm targeting also Spanish speaking people in that area. And the way I went about doing it is I went in here and I have this little tool down here. It's called SourceFlood. It's a WordPress plugin. Um, then I went in and I targeted all the cities that are in my area. So we have Orlando, Kissimmee, Winter Park, Winter Garden, Lake Mary, and so forth. There are actually 16 locations in here. You can use SourceFlood to do whatever you want for different keywords or whatever. If you're selling products and services, you can put coffee cups, movies, whatever in here, so that when you type your text, it will actually change it to say whatever it is that you're trying to sell. Um, so it could be used for more than just targeting cities, states, and all that. Again, this is SourceFlood. It's a plugin. You can find it online. You would just go in here, install new, um, and like I said, really, really simple to do. We're going to go over here to all pages. And as you can see, when I used the SourceFlood, it created, this is where I added flood at the end. It says Altamont Springs, Loma, and so forth. But also, I didn't just target English words. I also targeted Spanish-speaking text too. So we'll just jump over here. I made a video on how to do it, but my computer is going so slow, so I'm going to make another video right now while we're talking live, um, to show you how I did it. Okay, so as you can see, I have entertainment in Aloma, Altamont Springs, and like I said, it's all in Spanish except for my key tags like birthday party entertainment, face painting, and all that. All this stayed the same. I could have used Spanish categories and Spanish tags, but it's going a little too in depth for what I needed. Okay, so if we go view page, you can see that all the text itself is all the same. And you can see we targeted the specific city. We have it in the title up here. It is Altamont Springs, Altamont Springs. In the text, Altamont Springs. Really, really simple to do. And again, these are called landing pages. It's basically telling people that you do party event entertainment or balloon decorations or clown services. And again, we are targeting Spanish speaking people because they prefer to search in Spanish versus search in English. Even though they can speak English or broken English, their customers, 90% of them know how to speak English. So even if you do Spanish parties, Thai parties, whatever, your customers know how to speak to you, and everybody speaks the universal language of money. So when you're doing this, you need to make sure that you have it on there that you accept all your different things. We accept cash, credit cards, your privacy policy, really simple, run through that. Um, but how I went about doing it is I went over here to Google, GOE, and then put in translate. and it's real simple program. You would just choose the page that you want to create another one of, and add the text right here. So if we were to go over here to my site and we choose a page, so we'll go into like um, Aloma here. As you can see, we have a page. It says birthday party entertainment. And if you wanted to change this to be in Spanish, you would just take your text, copy, and then you would paste it into the translator, and then you also change the language to what it is that you want. It didn't change it. So now, as you can see, it's now in Spanish, and you would just copy and paste that into your website. Also, when searching, you put it in there, and then you put in your city that you're searching for. So say Orlando, or I'm having way too much fun because the mouse is over my button. ORLANDOFF. You could do it with just the /FL, or you could type it all out. Those are actually two different keywords. So remember when building your pages to use the abbreviation for your state and the full extension of your state, because Google doesn't know the difference between FL and Florida. Okay, even though you do, a lot of people may type out the full word, and that's a whole nother keyword search. So if they only type in the abbreviation, that's another keyword search. If they only type in Orlando, that's a whole nother keyword search. So remember to focus on everything that you're doing. So in, around, you know, those would be words that you put in here. So it'd be party entertainment in or around, and then city and state that you're trying to focus on, okay? So we're going to hit search. And as you can see in here, there's not many people who are targeting this specific keyword, because there's only 77,000 results, and they're not all for the Orlando area. But see, you have this one here. This one says it's doing it. Um, you know, so just because you don't speak it doesn't mean don't target that. A lot of these websites here don't have your keyword tags in the description part, and like I said, that's the description part is usually the first two words in your page, unless you're using Yoast, and you can target it in your Yoast setup, and I'll show you that really fast. We'll go over here. We'll go new page. So you would put in your description. Well, I'm not actually going to create this page, but we're going to put it out here like this. This would be this. Then it would be Orlando, Florida. Like so. And you would copy that whole text, and that would be part of this part here. You would want it somewhere in here, and then down here, as you can see, we have it as this, but then you want to change it so that it are you having fun? So that your keyword focus would be entertainment services in Orlando, Florida. And like I said, if you're using this plugin up here, this is called Flood, Source Flood, really good. You would just change this out to say Flood instead of typing it in, so it would look more like this. And thus, when you're doing your title, you could change it, paste, and like I said, add flood. Like I said, this flood program is really nice to have. Helps you build thousands of pages in a matter of hours versus matter of years. And then in your description, you would want it also, so it would look something like this all the way through. It says this, and like I said up here, You would change this to say flood if you're using flood. Okay, so basically, if you wanted to target 5,000 cities all at one time, you would just make sure that your flood had all the cities or whatever you wanted to target all in one time. So when you hit publish, it'll generate that many pages. So if you wanted to create 100 landing pages for how to buy an iPhone, or iPhones for sale, and you wanted to target every major city in the world, you know, all in one go, you would just put all of them in here and say boom. So it would say iPhones for sale and then all the different cities. Okay, really, really simple, easy to use program. Like I said, this is really great. And then I also figured out that I could just highlight them all just by dragging across it. That way it didn't do it going down, but it did it going up. So that's an easy way to highlight all of them instead of the um, control mouse that I was doing earlier. I really liked that I could just drag it and get them all to highlight. Um, okay, so like I said, your main thing is you want to focus on every customer in your area. Don't worry if they don't speak English, because they're going to end up going to your main page on your website. Yes, we're going to leave that page. You're going to end up, they may come to that landing page, but then they're going to come to your main website and see that it's all in English. So they're going to understand that you're predominantly speak English when you're doing this. And you have all your tags, you got birthday party and entertainment and all that, you know. So, like I said, whatever it is that you're focusing on, whether it's balloon decorations or whatever, you need to put in your pictures, make sure that pictures have your tags. Um, yeah, we're having way too much fun. Again, make sure you have your contacts, your privacy, terms of service if you're doing business. Make sure your phone number is visible within the top of your website. Make sure when you're doing your little links, like I did in that video, that your phone number shows up in your description. So when you're using that Yoast, if we went new page again, I'll show you how to get your phone number into the description using the Yoast. Okay, load faster. You would within say the 156 characters, the last bit would be your phone number. So if you were talking about a lot of stuff, and it just kept going, so we'd have blah 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 blah, and see it says 43 characters, and then you would have space your phone number. So you want to at least have your phone number visible within the 156 characters in order for it to be displayed in your listings. See how it's saying face painting by Jeremy? That can be cut off by changing your SEO title, like so, and then your focus keyword, like so. Put this up here, paste. Oh, come on, paste. Okay, so now if you look at it, it says Entertainment de Fiesta Orlando is your search term that you want people to be looking for you. Your phone number is within the description. As you can see, this is just a snippet preview, and this is what you would see if you were looking at Yahoo, Bing, Google. So if it looks good to you in this preview, that is what you're going to see when you get that far. When adding your images, make sure that you add that specific tagline to the images that you're putting up. Even if you have to create a second image of an image that you already have, because somehow it doesn't like to just do individual tags for images. So if you've already got it in the media file and it's already got tags in it, then it doesn't like to transfer to another tag, or you end up changing the tags on every page. So It's like it gets really complicated when you're playing that game. See, as this one here currently says uh, Jamie's whatever, so you would just go in here and make it as your title, make it as your alt tag, and you can mark it as description. Unless you want a caption under your picture, I don't use caption myself. Then you would just add it in there too. Okay, so that will help you out a lot. And then let's close that. Okay, and like I said, you would just add it to all the different images that you're going to have on that page. Really fast, really simple. Again, focus on Spanish speaking, focus on all your customers in your area. So if you're more predominantly Thai speaking people, then you want to focus on Thai speaking keywords and stuff. It really, really will boost your business, okay? You guys have a great one and enjoy. I'm going to jump back over here to YouTube Live and see what's going on. We have one person watching us today. Welcome! Okay, so hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to jump out again for another day. So take care. Catch me on the flip side.